Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Thundershot, and welcome to Pokemon Bronze Extra. I was able to get a hold of the creator of the game, Pokemon Bronze, Freako. You guys may have seen him in the comment section a few times over the course of the Pokemon Bronze videos. If you've been watching them on YouTube, that is Freako. He created the game, and I was lucky enough to be able to get him to come in a Discord call and kind of have him point out some behind the scenes of both Pokemon Bronze and maybe sometimes squeak in a little insider information on the new game he's working on, Pokemon Bronze 2. So I wanted to give a big thank you to Freako for not only creating the game, but number two, coming in and sitting down with us and giving us behind-the-scenes info we would otherwise have no way to obtain. We go into detail about Freako's channel and everything he does over there in a minute, but if you guys want to follow Freako on YouTube or Twitter, those links will be in the description down below. Feel free to check him out. Again, he's working on Pokemon Bronze 2, and he does a bunch of other stuff we talk about here in a second. But anyways, this is the Pokemon Bronze Extra video, and I will see you guys in an outro. Enjoy the extra video, guys. Alright everybody, what's going on? It's Thundershot, and I'm here today with a special guest.
It's Raspy McGravel Throat. No, it's Freako, yeah. My voice is extra gravelly today.
It happens.
It's everyone's complaining about my damn voice, so I'm sorry up front about the vocal performance of my voice.
He's okay. That's just his voice. I think I actually asked you that back when I was going to do Bronze the first time around before I took a 10-year gap.
I have to come up with a new reason for my voice every time someone asks that.
Yeah, I shot you a message because I saw a couple of your videos after you said you like it when people play your hack, and I was clicking around on it, and you're like, no, that's just my voice. It's just how I am. And then I think I clicked on a video, and you were like, I just ate a bag of gravel. Like, that was your intro for the video, and you're like, no, I'm good to go. But this is Freako, guys. You actually might know him. Number one, he's the creator of this hack, Bronze. Number two, he's the only guy out there, if you've ever seen any kind of Last of Us or Uncharted, any sort of breaking the video or modding the video in any way, or modding the video game in any way, he does that. And he's like one of the only people out doing that. Or number three, if you're in the Boundary Break series, he's been on there for...
Uncharted and The Last of Us.
Uncharted and The Last of Us. This dude, you got a lot of variety.
I'm also an artist, and I love to draw Pokemon sometimes.
There it is. All of his links will be the link in the description down below. But he's here today for a Bronze Extra video, Pokemon Bronze Extra video. He's going to be able to provide us with details about the game that we would not otherwise be able to obtain because he made it. So for starters, we're in Little Root. Is it Little Root? We're in Cartridge. Little Root's
Cartridge Town. Little Root, that's Gen 3. Where many versions of an adventure begin. See that? It's
Little Pond. Little Pond. All right.
Game Boy Jerk versions cartridge.
Oh, I got the cartridge. Some people in Twitch chat thought you were funny. Others were almost offended.
I wish you could have seen the Twitch chat in the recording, but you deleted it so you could put it up on YouTube. So.
Yeah, that system will be worked out shortly. I think Twitch is working on a fix for that. But
so, would you like me to explain as to why this came into existence?
I would love to, because this is a thing that a lot of people like.
Do you want to know the harsh truth?
Give me the harsh truth. Give me the cold reality.
The harsh, true, cold truth.
Yeah.
Well, I was set to be put in hospital for a month because of an eating disorder. So I thought, what am I going to do to pass the time there? I know. So I downloaded as many ROM hacking tools as I could, got a nice ROM, and then spent an entire month in a hospital bed making a game.
Got it all cranked out?
Originally, I thought I would finish it within the month and it'd just be a 4-gym long game. But I got out of hospital. I was all much well. I was a lot healthier, better outlook on life, and I just kept working on it, and it was a full game within 2 years.
Did you get to work on this constantly? Was this 2 solid years of your free time just being dove into this, or were there
it was 6 months of me doing nothing on it.
I got you.
Yeah, but so had to go to hospital, needed something to do. There it is. Now, the theme of the game. Now, usually every ROM hack that I played, it's always like, oh, you're such and such's son. You gotta collect the 7 orbs of Gingledoof.
Stop the god
And,
Pokemon from taking over.
yeah.
Very.
Yeah, it's all these things. Everyone tries to do something different. And I'm like, I want to do something exactly the same as a regular Pokemon game because that's what I would want to play. I want to play more generic Pokemon. Unfortunately, I kind of lost my vision a bit, and I shoved it full of internet and Game Grumps references.
You put a little Freako
And-
spark on it, you know.
Yeah, and every time I see people play those parts, I cringe, and I want to skip the part, but I don't skip it because I want to see their reaction.
For reference, everybody, because I didn't get the Game Grumps references, but Twitch chat and YouTube comments have been pointing out. Where's my boy Small Gun at? Let's pull him up.
Oh,
Pumbloom. Now, do you want to give me the short version?
Where Ash caught a Pumbloom? That's a quote from the episode where they.
Okay.
Ugh.
Well, Pumbloom exists now.
Yeah. So anyway, my want to make a Pokemon game, just like a real Pokemon game. That was the tagline for a while when I played it with my other friend. But Pokemon Bronze 2, which is currently in development, it has absolutely no internet references, nothing fourth wall breaking. It is exactly the game that I wanted to make when I tried to make Bronze 1. So look out for Bronze 2 sometime in the next few years.
I will be looking forward to it. I guess it's probably too early to ask if you
Let's
would...
move on to the next towns.
Okay.
Why don't we have a little walkabout? Yeah, what were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna ask. I said it might be too early to ask, but like I know a lot of the complaints because I was actually scouring a lot of the Poke community forums trying to gather information about like maybe what team I would want and stuff like that. A lot of the questions you got were relevant to things like, will you be making evolution trades possible or not? Yeah, evolution.
Yeah.
Trade evolutions possible.
I was severely limited in what I could do in Gold because I don't really know how to edit hex data back then or anything like that. I couldn't figure out how to use pointers and stuff, and that makes no sense to me and probably wouldn't make any sense to you with me explaining it. But basically all I could do was replace things. I couldn't add anything new or do anything too extravagant. So basically, in fact, all the story events in this game are just slightly warped events from Gold, and I warped them just enough so they would feel
I
like
can
something
tell
new.
in some of those. Okay, I was seeing some of those. I'm like, okay, this is exactly where this character would do this in the Gen 2 games, and that makes a lot of sense.
So in the beginning of the game, when you go to visit Professor Oak in Pallet Town,
Mm-hmm.
his lab is actually just Mr. Pokemon's house, but extended and tileset changed.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so the aide giving you the Pokedex was Oak, I think it was, and Oak was actually Mr. Pokemon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of how limited you were, I want to give props to the getting the female character in there, even with a patch, because it wasn't until
that was another one of my ways of getting around limits, was just making a second patch. Go left. No, wait, there's no route gate to the left. Basically, those route gates, you commented how they now have like one door instead of two doors.
Yes.
That was another thing of working within limitations, because on the outside of a route gate, like if it's sideways, there's like 2-door warps. So I just gave it one warp and then use the other warp so I can make an entrance to another building instead.
Oh, so you weren't even like
right.
creating more entrance warps. You were just taking what you had.
So I was just taking the second extra warp and just using it for other purposes. So I had to uniform it and do it through for all the route gates in the town. So yeah, that was just me scraping the bottom of the barrel for assets.
I mean, it worked out because I saw it and I was like, man, how many buildings actually have 2 doors anyway? When you're going into a thing like that, like I saw the one, I was like, that works.
That blue guy who's on the right there that says, I wanted to get that item ball. That was just like clever wordplay. I'm like, I couldn't script him to say something different after the ball was taken. So I just made him say, I wanted that item ball, but I'm afraid a Pokemon might attack. So that could be used before or after.
Yeah, that makes sense. At first I read it, I was like, can I give it to him? But
yeah, that's another thing of working within limitations to make something different. Yeah, so many cheats and scrapping and stuff. Oh yeah, there was a guy you didn't talk to that said see that patchy grass, Pokemon are less likely to appear in that, and that's probably my proudest addition to Gen 2. Is because normally in grass tiles, all 4 of them will give you Pokemon, but in the patchy grass, only 2 of the tiles will actually activate wild Pokemon. Mm-hmm.
Is that naturally in the games?
No, I edited the collision and added a new grass tile and made it patchy. So
there it is.
And it's currently not in Bronze 2. I'm debating whether to put it in because I don't want to stray too far from what Gold and Crystal actually were. No. Although I'm definitely putting in running shoes because I don't want to walk so damn slow all the time.
No, and that's why I got my fast forward button. I love this thing.
Yeah.
I totally blanked. I had a question lined up. Oh, I was gonna say, were there a lot of Gen 2 hacks around when you went ahead and dove into Bronze? Because it feels like almost all of them you see are Gen 3, or they try to go further.
There were basically, I have not seen a completed Gen 2 hack. That was a new game. I have not seen one. I haven't until Prism got DMCA'd and then leaked. That's pretty much the only one.
Oh my god, Taishu guy's gone. He hasn't been gone. I'm not going to go up there because I haven't been up there yet.
Yeah, I forget at what point he leaves, but it's around this point, and then you can explore more of Kanto. Now, this route was filled with trainers, and I just shoved them off to the side of the map because I couldn't figure out how to make them into just talk to people. So there's another scrounging. You can't see them from where you are, but they're way off the map.
Oh yeah. I believe it. Did you just rip this straight from Gen 2 since it's the same Kanto and everything, or did you have to remap everything?
It's the same maps.
Okay.
Same maps. I just added an underground path and replaced the trainer house with
Okay, what
path.
inspired you to make Red exist right here and say what he said? Because I was so mad when I read this. Okay, so that was a little taste of what Pokemon Bronze behind the scenes, what Pokemon Bronze Extra has to offer. Guys, what I think I'm going to do with this is instead of making one big long video or 2 or 3 kind of lengthy extra videos, I think I'm going to take the rest of our conversation that we had and cut them up into 3 to 5 minute parts, sprinkle them in at the end of the regular Pokemon Bronze parts. That way they're just kind of additions onto the Pokemon Bronze part. So if you guys want more insider information and behind the scenes on Pokemon Bronze, like the answer to the question I left you with on the cliffhanger there, be sure to check the ending of the Pokemon Bronze parts here on YouTube. Again, this is going to be YouTube exclusive, so even if you catch the Twitch live streams, be sure to make it out to YouTube, catch the ending of the Pokemon videos, because I'm going to be chopping up these little bits of information, these little gems, and putting them in at the end of regular Pokemon Bronze parts. Once again, all of Freako's links are in the description down below. Be sure to check him out. Thank you a lot for coming on, Freako. Thank you a lot for making this game. And yeah, that's going to do it for me. Take it easy, everybody.